Okay, Cancer, welcome to 7-Star Tarot at the beginning of December. Hope you're all doing well. We are going to do your reading. Oh, what is this? Eight of Cups in the reverse. Okay. Eight of Cups is about walking away from something. She's walking away, and everywhere she looks, there's pairs. There's a pair of swans, a pair of butterflies, a pair of birds, and but she's like the only ladybird walking away. So feeling alone. It feels like it's a lonely path. It might feel walking away from something that you had emotionally invested in may feel like a lonely path, especially when in wintertime we're coming into wintertime now. We can't deny it. Yes, and if you are having to do this as a single person, then it may seem like everywhere you look, everybody else is in a partnership. And yeah, that may be upsetting, it may be frustrating, but aloneness on the spiritual path is a great gift because it helps you to build yourself. And yeah, so maybe this is about walking away from something. Let's see, I was using these energy cards in the last reading to start off with, so these are quite good. Let's see what comes out. What do we have for Cancer in December? There's quite a lot of cards. I don't think I want to take all of those, to be honest. This one wants to come out, I think, though. Okay, Door to Spirit and Archangel Gabriel. Gabriel is all about, well, here it's the throat chakra. So Gabriel's very much about communication. The angel, obviously, as I think we probably all know, that visited Mary in the biblical tale of when Jesus was born, to give her the news that she was going to give birth to the Son of God. So, and then we have the door to spirit. So maybe now is a time. Okay, so this is about walking away, being alone, and receiving communication or messages from spirit. I suppose speaking your truth as well, and maybe your own communication, and kind of recognizing your own capacity as a channel for spirit through your communication to others. That could be one of the doors to spirit, and one of the other doors to spirit certainly could be being solitary, being alone. I know the holiday season is a difficult time to be alone, and particularly the winter is a difficult time to be alone. But that aloneness in itself is a potential door into spirit. You notice the numbers is it 32? Yeah, the number's 32 there. And so 32 is one less than 33. 33 being a kind of master number of ascension and a great achievement. It's the master builder number, isn't it? 33. So you may be just one single step away from achieving mastery, or from being able to build something particularly powerful. So what else do we have for Cancer in the month of December? I will try and do some other readings this month as well, but good to get some energy to start off with. Okay, we have attachment with a lady in a darkened room holding up a mask for some reason. So I wonder if she's managed to take off. Oh, okay, no, she's chained to a post, unfortunately, so that is obviously the attachment. So what are we attached to? Assumedly the thing that was walked away from. Financial constraints in the reverse. Okay, somebody who has financial issues. Caring connections, in the reverse. Someone who wasn't very caring. Okay, so I think we're getting a story about leaving a relationship behind here. What else do we need to know about the attachment and the financial constraints in the reverse? Second chakra, Archangel Ariel. Yin and Yang in the reverse. And contract. Okay, so second chakra is to do with the emotions. It's your sacral chakra, just below your belly button. It's to do with your feminine energy. So I feel that your emotional energy was depleted in this relationship. You were brought out of balance, and there may have been a contract here, and yet the scales of justice here are balancing it out. So this may have been a karmic contract. You immediately think of like a karmic situation. A karmic contract being a situation where there is some kind of agreement made, potentially between two souls, possibly before the birth of both, or it could be something, otherwise made between two beings at least. It doesn't have to be before you're born. Could be, within the lifetime, that when you meet someone, almost like an implicit contract is formed between you, where you kind of recognize that someone has the capability to teach you certain lessons, karmic lessons. So a karmic lesson would be something which is based on your personal history, or the karma that has been accrued over your lifetime, in order to assist your spirit to learn about a particular set of experiences, and for your being to be able to grow in a particular way. So what I'm getting is that when you met this person, to whom you may still feel an attachment to, even though you might have walked away, or you may not have walked away. The Eight of Cups did come in the reverse, so it could be something that you've not walked away from yet for some of you. At any rate, there's an attachment to something where walking away is being considered, and we've already had these positive cards indicating that maybe you've received the message from Spirit that this is what should happen, or you did receive the message that you should walk away from the situation, because that was what would bring you back into alignment with Spirit, out of this situation where there was possibly financial problems, or maybe this relationship caused financial problems for you, impacted your emotional space in a difficult way. However, the summary to this little intro is that there was clearly some contract made between you and this other person, which resulted in some learning. And while emotionally it's difficult to separate from someone and to move on, or to have someone, move on from you, if you can view that as a necessary experience for your and their soul's evolution, then we have the 2 of Cups. that would be good. So the Two of Cups is about a love relationship where there's equal give and take. And then directly underneath we have the Devil, which is the attachment, of course. So the people are chained to the devil, some kind of addictive or toxic behaviors, possibly trauma bonding. Trauma bonding being where you form a relationship with someone on the basis that, or kind of on the basis of the traumas that you've had. So maybe you've had similar trauma to someone else, and it's almost like the trauma in you, or the damaged parts of yourself recognize the damaged parts in this other person, and that causes this bond here to occur, which ends up being quite an unhealthy bond, possibly based in like addictive or repetitive behaviors or damaging behaviors, could extend to abuse as well. We do have the Three of Swords, which is to do with the heartbreak. Such a shame when you start with, what seems like quite a lovely soul connection with each person offering their cups. Six of Wands in the reverse is that this was a failed relationship, that there was no victory here. There was a good deal of suffering involved. When the relationship ended, a great deal of strength was required, but possibly somebody didn't have the strength, or maybe someone didn't have the strength to break the bonds with the devil, and took the coward's way out in some way, shape or form. Ran off with the milkman, or ran off with your money, or ran off with your heart, or stabbed you in the heart and turned their back on you, or did something sneaky and underhanded. Who knows? Only you know what your story is. But then we have the Emperor and we have the Hermit. Ooh, and we have the Ace of Swords coming out together. So this is about, I think, after retreating from the situation, withdrawing into yourself, seeking your inner wisdom and being enlightened by that inner wisdom, with the lantern there, being able to see your way through a dark time in your life, to a point where you were able to see the truth of the situation and to address whatever needed to be addressed honorably. You then came to a position of power as the Emperor, standing strong in the face of the heartbreak, in the face of this person's kind of lack of courage, if you like, or maybe your own lack of courage potentially, and yeah, sort of gaining a good deal of control over yourself, and possibly the ending of this relationship kind of spurred you on to bigger and better things, moving beyond the regret and the dissatisfaction. You may have found that nothing was satisfying in this relationship, or maybe this other person wasn't satisfied by the relationship. There wasn't much in the way of recognition in this relationship. And ultimately, yeah, having like a sense of aimlessness, a loss of, not really feeling like you had a direction. And yeah, I think the Wheel of Fortune had to step in ultimately, in order that you could heal and you could become the independent person that you needed to become. This King of Wands, this person who is able to manage their affairs, and possibly help others manage their affairs as well. And possibly you may be particularly skilled at business, or this may have spurred you on to kind of to start your own business or to grow your own business, or, you know, to begin something new. So what else does Spirit want you to know about this situation, do you think? Should we use this deck, the Psychic Tarot, and see what comes out? Okay, so we have Light, which is the Sun. Oh, look at all of these. Look at that. Whew. 4 major arcana in a row. So we have the Sun, which is, or light, which is kind of, you see the woman is reaching up to the light, you know, probably through the door to Spirit, which has been attained through, you notice that's a dove as well, so it's a peaceful reality. So perhaps, you know, there wasn't much peace in this relationship, but you have now achieved peace after coming into your own power. Oh, and there, as we say, the power, we have the power, which is the strength card again. So kind of discovering an inner power within yourself. It also reminds me of the Emperor as well. It's almost like the Emperor crossed with the strength card, isn't it? So tapping into that kind of inner reserve of resilience, power, and strength. Discovering that obviously that relationship was not harmonious. Realizing the importance of a harmonious relationship, possibly in your own well-being. Then we have the Universe in reverse. Something about this not being over, which seems rather ominous, but why would the Universe be coming up in the reverse? We have the 3 of Pentacles in the reverse. We have the 9 of Cups, 6 of Swords in the reverse, Ace of Pentacles. Somebody's not moving away to calmer waters. And the Ace of Pentacles, 9 of Swords in the reverse. Maybe someone still thinks that this is where they want to plant their seed and to grow something. Maybe this person still wants to grow something with you, but I think you're wiser to it now. You don't want to be left up, you know, awake at night in your bed with these thoughts of this person. You know, you've gone through or you're in the process of going through your cleansing, becoming very independent, possibly even, you know, sort of independently wealthy, not wanting to build with this person anymore. Yeah, Lovers in the reverse, Knight of Swords in the reverse. I think you've had enough of this person kind of thinking they can fly in and, you know, fight with you, or just kind of get something out of you. And I think you've had enough of working with this person. I think there is a sense of things not being over. Maybe for this person, maybe they still see you as abundant. And, you know, who wouldn't see you as abundant with the, you know, all these cups of your own? You know, you've kind of, maybe this person thinks that, you know, they'd be satisfied with you, but it wouldn't turn into anything. The Lovers in the reverse, you know, and the Knight of Swords in the reverse, who sort of, you know, acts before thinking, just sort of flies in and then flies out again. A little bit similar to the Knight of Wands, this one, when it's in the reverse. Slightly more explosive and violent, potentially. Maybe a person that likes to fight. So what else do we have here? What do we need to know? Tell us about the light. And there we have the Six of Swords. Yeah. So you are moving away into the light, into the higher vibrational world, leaving behind people that want to win at all costs. You know, and looking at what you're working on yourself, considering where your efforts are going to be best spent, and you know, possibly getting control over your emotions with the King of Cups. Yeah, with the power as well, and the Emperor. You know, there's a real sense of kind of gaining control over these strong emotions in order that you can walk away. And if you haven't done so, there we go, Ace of Cups. This is what's on your horizon. The Ace of Cups, the Star, healing. Queen of Wands, being independent. And meanwhile, this person's Eight of Swords trapped in their mind about this situation, you know, overthinking it, anxiety. King of Pentacles in the reverse, you know, not their material world is not probably looking very good. You know, maybe they've got issues with their money at the moment. You know, they're feeling kind of, I think this person's feeling how you used to feel. Feeling like they're feeling betrayed. Maybe they feel betrayed by you walking away. Feeling like, yeah, if you've blocked this person, then they feel like then there's no way of them kind of doing anything. King of Swords, you blocked them, haven't you? Because you're tired of the bullshit. And yeah, the Tower in reverse. Yeah, you're not accepting towers from this person anymore. You know, everything like gets built up. Oh, they come back for a reconciliation, but then everything falls apart again. You're defending yourself against that process. This person may be very well going through that process themselves. Everything may be falling apart, and you know, feeling like they have to leave where they are, or you know, not this person, yeah, King of Pentacles in the reverse, obsessed with the material things, you know, the so-called finer things in life, but which are just the kind of materialistic things. And this is what it gets them, trapped in their head, feeling betrayed, feeling backed into a corner. Meanwhile, you're looking good. You're looking attractive, you're looking independent, you don't really care what anybody thinks, and you know, you can manage all of your affairs, and you're healing, or you're healed. You know, you've got a sense of hope about your future, and there will be love, you know, coming in. But as we know, it starts with self-love, you know, starts with discovering the power within. Let's finish up, but we will have an oracle card, I believe. Finding the power within. What do we need to know? And the door to spirit as well, don't forget that. Through your accessing the door to spirit, through your solitary journey of closing a contract which didn't work, had no harmony, which nonetheless taught you many valuable lessons as to where you should put your energy and where you should put your efforts, which is into yourself and your own projects. Come on. Right, community in the reverse. Let's read it. So, number 8. Okay, this is about, yeah, feeling like, you know, maybe you don't have the people around you or the support you have around you. And if that is the case, I'm sending you lots of good vibes and good energy, and hope that you're able to find some people to support you soon. if not already. So let's read this. Protection. Beware of compromising your integrity in order to belong. How do you dim your light or change yourself so others will accept you in the group? Do you hide who you really are in order to play a role within the larger whole? This will never fulfill you. Now is the time to assess your willingness to be real. Stand tall. Be you. Authenticity is true self-expression and the only way to empower yourself. Don't be afraid to be yourself and step into the role your heart tells you to take. Making yourself small bears too high a cost. There you go. That is the guidance, isn't it? Stepping into your own power, being the person who you truly are, and not really giving a damn what anybody else has to say about it. Where's our Queen of Wands? She's in there somewhere, but yes. That is your message, Cancer. I hope you found some worth in there. Please like and subscribe if you did, and I'll catch you on the next one. Bye for now.